Let's go to election for the fourth part of election law review online. Election is a formal and organized choice by vote of a person of a public office or political office or other position. It is simply stated the act of electing or the fact of being elected. So when you speak of elections, it could be a regular election or a special election. In the Constitution, you have the mention already of the what constitutes an regular and a special election for the office of the president and the vice president and the members of Congress. But generally, when we speak of a regular election, it says that a regular election is one participated by those who possess the right of suffrage and not otherwise disqualified by law and who are registered voters. For special elections, those are those held when there is a failure of elections or on the scheduled date of elections of a regular election in a particular place. It can also refer to one conducted to fill up a certain vacancy as provided by law. The details of the special elections for the members of Congress, the President's office, the Vice President's office are also found in Constitutional Law 1 for further clarity. Election period, what constitutes the election period? According to the Constitution, this is the general rule, no, unless otherwise fixed by COMELEC. The election period shall commence 90 days before the day of the election and shall end 30 days thereafter. Why is this significant? Because there are certain restrictions and permissions during the election period. No, you also note that there is the so-called firearms ban implemented during this period. No, and also especially during the day of the election, the liquor ban. No? So mind the election period. No. The board of inspectors, these are the people who are the frontliners of elections, composed of, well, these are really teachers, no? Teachers, because if you notice under the law, they are really specified to be public school teachers, no? Composed of a chairman and two members, public school teachers. In case there are not enough public school teachers, teachers in the private schools would also be tapped. So if you're wondering if teachers in Ateneo or Stella Maris, private schools in Davao City could man elections as part of the board of inspectors, they can. By law, that could be allowed, no, for the lack of teachers in the public schools. But that's there's so many public school teachers, no. Could also be employees in the civil service, no, and other citizens of known probity and competence who are registered voters could be board of inspectors of the city or municipality. They may be appointed as such, no. Official watchers are also allowed to be present during election day. Every registered political party and every candidate shall each be entitled to one watcher in every polling place and canvassing center. So kada kandidato and kada registered political party. Candidates for the sanggunian belonging to the same slate or ticket shall collectively be entitled only to one watcher. Those who shall be recognized six principal watchers representing the six accredited major political parties, the duly accredited citizens arm, NAMFREL, groups, no, political election watchdogs, no, of the commission shall be entitled to appoint a watcher in every polling place. Other civic, religious, professional, business, service, youth, and other similar organizations with the prior authority of the COMELEC shall also be entitled collectively to appoint one watcher. So the watchers have their rights and obligations. Among their rights is that they have the right to be there, no, to stay in the place reserved for them inside the polling place. They have the right to witness and inform themselves of the proceedings. Sila ay nagmamarites. To file a protest against any irregularity or violation of law which they believe may have been committed by the Board of Election Inspectors or any of the members thereof, or by any other persons, no, to read the ballot after they have been read by the chairman, as well as the election returns after they shall have been completed and signed by the members of the Board of Election Inspectors inspection. They shall be furnished with certificates of the number of votes in the words and figures cast by each candidate. So they have the right to be informed of the electoral process during the voting period, during the voting itself. No? So how are votes cast? The voters shall vote in order of their entrance, so first come, first serve. If they are there, they have the right to freely enter, fall in line if they need to. But once they enter, they vote silently. They cannot intrude in the voting process. They cannot be maingay. They should not cause disturbance. And when they are done, they have to leave the place immediately. Okay. If you have illiterate or disabled voters, they may be assisted. No, a voter who is illiterate or physically challenged, no, um, may be assisted by in the preparation of the ballot. The condition is such disability or illiteracy must be indicated in the registration form. No? Hindi yung naisip lang na kailangan nila ng kasama. So it should be indicated in the registration form. No? They should be accompanied by relative up to the fourth civil degree. And if there is no relative to join them, by any person of his confidence who belong to the same household or member thereof. No? Or a member of the Board of Election Inspectors, except except the two-party members, no. So, but they could be assisted, no. A voter who is there, no, pwede siyang i-challenge ng ano for being paid as a voter, bayaran, no. Who will challenge, no? Kung nabayaran siya or nakipagpustahan siya and the Board of Election Inspectors or somebody knows of it, any voter or watcher may file with the Board of Election Inspectors, no, their challenge, no, that they have been paid or have made a bet, no. So the challenge is brought before the BEI, the Board of Election Inspectors. After which the challenge is this: the person shall take his oath before the BEI, denying such allegation. Bakit oath? It's a commitment, no, under oath, no, that he has not placed a bet or have been paid, no, and then he will be allowed to vote. He will be allowed to vote, but of course that is already off record, no. No voter shall be allowed to enter a booth occupied by another, enter the same accompanied by somebody. So dapat ikaw lang mag-isa. Nor speak to anyone. Dapat hindi maingay. It shall be unlawful to prepare the ballot outside the voting booth or exhibit its contents to any person, or to erase any printing from the ballot, or intentionally tear or deface the same, or put their own distinguishing mark. They could become spoiled, no? In effect, they could, if that is the case, photos of your ballot should also be disallowed, no? Shall likewise be unlawful to use carbon paper, paraffin paper, or means of making a copy. So yung photo of the contents of the ballot. Kasi ina-avoid yung proof of voting para mabayaran ba? For other reasons, including your right of privacy. Or make use of any other means to identify the vote of the voter. Can elections be postponed? Yes, by the COMELEC and bank for reasons as follows: violence, terrorism, loss or destruction of election paraphernalia, force majeure, other analogous causes. So in case nawala yung voting machine, or nagkaroon ng massive brownout and the batteries don't work for the electronic voting, maybe a postponement of election, or baka may encounter in the area between the NPA and the soldiers, no? So postponement of an election. There's also a failure of election, also declared by the COMELEC sitting en banc by majority vote for the following reasons, no, which happens before or after or during the election, force majeure, violations, terrorism, fraud, or other analogous cases. No? So, in the case of Carlos versus Angeles, says that to declare a failure of elections, two conditions must follow or must be present. No voting has taken place in the precinct concerned on the date fixed by law, or even if there were voting, the election nevertheless could result to a failure. No? And the votes not cast would affect the result of the election. Well, kung konti lang naman ang hindi nakapagboto, then there would be no failure of election. No? Special election, jurisprudence, Tolentino versus Comelec. Special elections is prescribed by law. So if there's a law declaring special elections, the COMELEC need not make a declaration for such a special election, because the authority of the COMELEC to make the declaration comes from the law itself. No? So it's a mere technicality. The case of Tolentino versus Comelec says that in a special election to fill a vacancy, the rule is that a statute that expressly provides that an election to fill the vacancy shall be held at the next general elections fixes the date of which the special elections is to be held and operates as the call for that election. For example, a senatorial election, special election, which coincides on the regular election, di naman kailangan to make an announcement for that because the law already provides for it. No? On the matter of the counting of votes, in manual counting, as soon as the voting is finished, the Board of Election Inspectors shall publicly count in the polling place the votes cast in an election and ascertain its results. They shall not adjourn or postpone the delay or delay the count until it has been completed for manual voting, especially. No? Unlike in yung electronic voting, that there is mere transmittal, no, that mere transmittal of the votes. No, in reading, well, for manual voting, the official ballots during the counting, the chairman and poll clerk and the third member of shall assume each position to provide the watchers and the members of the public unimpeded view of the ballots being read. This is for manual voting. For manual voting, I guess you also need to know the rules for the interpretation or appreciation of ballots. It may be good that you know such rules, no? Similarity in names, misplaced writing, mga ganyan, no? But that does not happen during electronic voting. For manual voting, excess ballots, no? If there are excess ballots, they shall be returned in the box and thoroughly mixed therein, no? Kung excess. And then the poll clerk, seeing the ballots and with his back lantern, shall publicly draw out any ballot or as may be equal to those in excess. So para lang sumugma yung number of ballots that are recorded with the excess ballots, no? Is for manual voting most likely. Marked ballots shall be placed in an envelope labeled as marked ballots. Same with spoiled ballots. Canvassing. The matter of canvassing, who the canvassers are provided for by law. The general rule is that COMELEC has the direct control over the canvassing, no? The canvassers, and supervision over the board of canvassers, except when the canvassers are Congress, no? So these are the canvassers, no? For the position of president and the vice, the Congress is the canvasser. For the senators and regional officials, is the COMELEC. Members of the House of Representatives and provincial officers, provincial board of canvassers. Members of the House of Reps are city and municipal officials, city and municipal board of canvassers, and barangay officials, barangay board of canvassers. No, so COMELEC has control over them except for Congress. Okay. Election issues, not much about here, but memorize when, who files, the cause of filing, and the effect of the filing of election issues, including the failure of election, pre-proclamation controversies, election protests, quo warranto, annulment of proclamation, and election offenses. It's a mere memorization. And of course, you have to define what constitutes pre-pro controversy, election protest, quo warranto, what they are, and distinguish them from each other. Okay, so not much to be said there, except that it's memory work. Um, I guess, um, I guess for election laws, the only thing that need to be done is the memorization of the enumerations. Napakaraming in-memorize sa election law, but that's something that we have to do. You need also to read the general rules for the electronic voting. The rules for electronic voting. It's for my students. It's provided in the notes given to you. The matter of how many copies are printed and so on and so forth, and the general rules. There are general rules only given by law for automated voting because from time to time, COMELEC provides for the details. No, that would be safe to say because the machines may vary, the procedures may vary, but what is consistent is that parts BI is somebody who is well versed in the computer use. No, anyway, so thank you for viewing the video.